Well, greeting Business 10 students. This is Mr.D and this is week 3 of our 8-week course here at Chaffey College. And we are looking at chapters 4 and 5 this week, the different forms of business ownership, and then the topic of entrepreneurship, starting and managing your own business. And to some of you, these are going to be very critical chapters for you to understand. How do I, file my business? What kind of business structure do I establish? Should I do a corporation? Should I do an LLC? Should I do a sole proprietorship? Should I do a partnership? So we'll be talking all about that in chapter 4. And then in chapter 5, you're going to be talking all about what does it take to be an entrepreneur and to start my own business. So we're going to take a look at all of that here in just a second. Let me go ahead and launch our class in Canvas. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And there we are. So the purpose of these announcements videos is really just to go over the assignments that are coming up for this week and to explain what you should be working on and what you should have complete. And I just want to encourage you to not wait till the last minute, because we do have, we usually always have a check-in assignment every week. We always have a quiz of some sort, and we always have a discussion post and homework. And if you wait till Sunday to get it all done, chances are you're going to miss something. So or you're not going to have enough time. So I want to make sure you kind of pace yourself and do things throughout the week. Read the chapter over the first few days of the week, and then maybe complete the quiz. You have 3 opportunities to take the quiz, and then work on the homework assignment. And then, by the weekend, you're ready to take, do the discussion post if you've not done that yet. So anyway, I'll explain all that here in just a second. But if you look here, I'm on our home page. I'm going to go ahead and select module number 1, since we're still in module number 1, or we're in module number 1. And so now we're in week number 2 of we're in week 3, sorry. So we're actually in module 2 this week, my bad. And we're going to be looking at chapters 4 and 5, as I mentioned. And so as you come down here, you're going to have a check-in assignment again, like you did last week. And I don't know if I explained the check-in assignments, but this is just my way of getting you into the textbook. It's my way of you checking in. And because it's a check-in for a certain week, it's only open for a week. You can't go back and make it up. If you miss it, you miss it. And in this case, it's 12.5 points. So don't skip the check-in assignments. They're basically all you're doing is answering a few questions right out of the chapter. All I'm looking for is exactly what the chapter says. I'm not looking for you to add anything to it. Just tell me what the chapter says. This way I know you got into the chapter, you found the answer, you put it into the assignment. And it's my way, again, of you checking in every week and you getting into the textbook, but you only have 1 week to do it. If you don't do it, you can't do it after that. I will not open it, and you lose those points. So make sure you don't skip doing the check-in assignment. And then, of course, there's a homework assignment. I'll talk about that in a second. There is a quiz on the 2 chapters that you're going to be covering this week. So there is a quiz. In this class, I have a quiz every other week, because the weeks you have an exam, I don't have a quiz. This is an 8-week course with 4 exams. So you do have a quiz this week on chapters 4 and 5. And then you start your second discussion post, which is a really fascinating video by Dan Pink on how are we really motivated? And he's really does a great job. Is it intrinsic motivators? Is it extrinsic motivators? And we might think, well, hey, pay me more money, give me an important title, and I'll be really happy. And the truth of the matter is that it's not extrinsic motivators like money that motivate you for very long. They don't last. It's intrinsic motivators that really motivate people to do well for a long period of time. So anyway, it's really a fascinating study, but you listen to his video, his TED Talk on this, and then you answer some questions, and then you comment on other students' posts. And you have 2 weeks to do that. So let me go to the homework assignment, because that's the most critical piece. So here we're going to be asking you to look at 2 of the 4 or 5 different formations of a business. So there's sole proprietor, partnerships, LLC, corporations, C Corps, there's even S Corps. So your job is to compare 2 of them together. First off, show me what the strengths and weaknesses are of each one, and then select one of those ones, and then answer the rest of the questions in the worksheet based off of that one. Like maybe it's asking you for what other companies are sole proprietorships, and etc. So you're just evaluating the pros and cons of business formations, and these are really interesting. Most students find this extremely fascinating. So take advantage of the worksheet that I've provided, and train yourself on the different kinds of formations that you can form for your business. and that's the homework assignment for this week. And that's the main thing. So then, of course, you had an exam and you finished your discussion post last week. So now you're launching into a brand new module, brand new week. So let me know if for some reason you missed any of the assignments from last week. I'll pretty much open or give you a chance to make up any of them except the check-in assignments. You can't make those up. So make sure you don't miss those. All right.